Lily Peterson from a low-income family was hopelessly boy crazy. When I added her as a friend to notify her about class matters, she immediately rejected me. Sorry, not interested. When I kindly helped her carry her suitcase, she assumed I had a crush on her. Even if you can't have me, there's no need to install a tiny camera in my suitcase to spy on me. Later, I became utterly exhausted by her bizarre behavior, yet she interpreted it as me playing hard to get. Twirling in front of me in a tight skirt, while striking suggestive poses, she said, "Now you've finally gotten what you wanted, you must be thrilled, you bad man." Shocked by her actions, I immediately walked away, only for her to accuse me of being a scumbag during her live stream. If you didn't like me, why did you lead me on in the first place? People who play with others' feelings deserve to die the most. In the end, I died when an obsessed fan splashed corrosive liquid on me, while she climbed to fame over my corpse, posing as a defender of pure love. When I opened my eyes again, I had returned to the day. I added Lily as a friend. One Ethan, the class representative, is away for competition. Could you take over class duties these few days? Also, please notify everyone in GroupMe. I'll hold a 10-minute meeting after tonight's study session. Just 1 month into university, we were all just recovering from the frenzy and exhaustion of freshman orientation week. As the class representative, helping the professor with tasks was part of my responsibilities. Everyone was in the class GroupMe chat, so theoretically, I just needed everyone to notify them all. But then my roommate suddenly reminded me that Lily Peterson from our class still hadn't joined the group. I realized I had been reborn when everything started happening all over again. Just like in my previous life, it all began the day I added Lily Peterson on social media. She immediately decided I had feelings for her, claiming everything I did was just to get her attention. Even though I tried my best to avoid any contact with her, she always found ways to force herself into my presence, deliberately trying to disgust me. She even said things like, "You're trying so hard to get my attention," and warned me not to play hard to get for too long. If it weren't for the upbringing that prevented me from cursing, I would have loved to give her family a piece of my mind. The problem was her spreading nonsense online. Her act as a devoted heroine actually gained believers, even moved people with her story. A lunatic just as delusional as her rushed forward and splashed corrosive liquid on me, while Lily Peterson emerged from the crowd wailing over me. The pain left me completely immobilized without even the strength to push her away. I took my last breath before the ambulance arrived, staring at Lily Peterson's hypocritical face with such resentment that it felt like it would burst through the top of my skull. Yet my consciousness didn't fade immediately. I witnessed Lily Peterson crafting her online persona as a defender of pure love, amassing wealth, and becoming a campus influencer. She was no longer the student who relied on financial aid to get by, while I became the heartless scumbag in everyone's mouths who deserved to die. The justice I believed would prevail on its own proved utterly useless against her. In this second life, I will never let her climb to so-called success over my dead bones again. I lowered my head to conceal the hatred in my eyes, then tagged everyone again in the class GroupMe. Everyone, please remind your roommates in case they missed the group message. As for Lily Peterson not being in the group, even the class rep who created the group didn't care, so why should I go out of my way to fix it? And when the study session ended that night, during the TA's roll call, Lily Peterson was absent. In my previous life, after Lily Peterson rejected my friend request, she didn't show up for the evening study session either. Naturally, I didn't care about her, so when the advisor asked me, I simply explained that I couldn't get in touch with her. Afterwards, the advisor talked to her, and she immediately came to confront me. Study representative, if you really wanted to add me as a friend, you could just told me directly, why did you have to tattle to the advisor? I've seen plenty of your little tricks, boys. Lily Peterson was utterly exasperating, though. I had no idea where she got such confidence. If I encountered her putting on this act again in this lifetime, I'd absolutely tear her to shreds. Class representative, didn't you notify everyone properly? The professor asked the same question as in my previous life. I stood up and replied, I announced it twice and reminded everyone to notify their roommates. As for Lily Peterson not showing up, there's nothing we can do about it. I glanced toward the row where Lily Peterson's roommates were sitting, and the three girls immediately started explaining. Professor, we told her, but she wouldn't even join our class GroupMe. Yes, she said she had to work a part-time job because she couldn't afford dinner. She claimed she'd faint from hunger if she came to the evening study session. We even offered to buy her food, but she still refused to come. Such an explosive incident would be completely ordinary when it comes to Lily Peterson. Judging by her roommate's tone, she was utterly exasperated with this person too. The crowd reacted with shock, their expressions a sight to behold. The advisor side said she would look into the matter and then moved on to the meeting's agenda. She said it would take 10 minutes, but keeping it brief, she soon let us go. I thought tonight the name Lily Peterson would undoubtedly become the hot topic in every dorm room in our class. Only by exposing her true colors from the very beginning, making sure everyone had a clear impression of Lily Peterson, could we ensure that when she tried to play the role of a devoted lover, people would simply think she was delusional and mentally unstable. Soon enough, when classes resumed the next day, Lily Peterson showed up. She didn't look too well as she approached me directly. Class rep, if you have something to say, you could add me privately. Did you really need to go this far just to get my attention? The surrounding classmates all turned to watch the drama unfold. I chuckled. Listen, we barely interact. Even when your roommate offered to treat you to meals, you skip study sessions. You can't possibly expect me to invite you to dinner instead, can you? We're all adults here. Whether you attend class is your own business. I'm not your parent who has time to keep tabs on you. My roommates were the first to burst out laughing. Lily, are you out of your mind? Ethan's gorgeous girls have been chasing him nonstop since school started. Why would he need your attention? Exactly, don't scare our Ethan here. Lily Peterson's face instantly flushed crimson. She bit her lip while her eyes kept scanning my face. Finally, as if suddenly realizing something, she chuckled lightly. Class representative, I've seen this kind of trick in novels many times, but reality, ISNT, fictional world, this ISNT, how you pursue a girl. You didn't come when I notified everyone about the meeting, and now you're saying I'm trying to chase you. Seriously, sis, guys, better keep your driver's licenses secured. If she picks one up, all your personal info will be leaked. I deliberately raised my voice, and the surrounding boys burst into laughter, teasing with a few sarcastic remarks. Meanwhile, the girls looked like they were about to suffocate. Whoever is her roommate is doomed. This is so embarrassing. Does Lily Peterson have a crush on the class representative? Is she trying to chase him in such a creepy way? Haha, her roommates' faces look like they've eaten a shit. How miserable. Because of Lily Peterson, those three girls received all sorts of looks. I don't believe they had no complaints at all seeing me mock her. Lily Peterson snorted coldly and went to sit with her roommate. But the moment she sat down, the girl immediately got up and changed seats. This drew another round of uproarious laughter from everyone. Lily Peterson glared at them fiercely before lowering her head to read. This is just the beginning. I withdrew my contemptuous gaze and leisurely chatted with my roommates. In my past life, they had also spoken up for me, but I was too aloof to explain, which ultimately led to tragedy. Now, I understand men must protect themselves outside. When encountering shameless, wicked women, we must bravely say no. After morning classes ended, everyone hurried to the cafeteria in small groups, afraid of missing out on the good dishes if they arrived too late. My roommate and I planned to go out for lunch, so we headed toward the school gate. Who knew Lily Peterson would come running over to Ethan? Did you find out I go out every noon and deliberately take the same route as me? She wore this smug, I knew it expression. Some classmates happened to be heading off campus too and witnessed this scene. Lily Peterson's triumphant look made me unable to resist punching my roommate. Who told you to suggest eating barbecue off campus? Now you've caught the attention of that beauty. Admit it. Did you stalk her? I didn't hit him hard, just said it teasingly on purpose. My roommate reacted quickly to howling in protest. Wronged? Ethan, don't scare me like that. She must have a boyfriend already. Why would I stalk her? Lily Peterson seemed unable to follow our banter and immediately interjected, I don't have a boyfriend yet, but what I dislike most is frivolous guys like you. My roommate almost vomited. Miss, we already have girlfriends. Could you please stop clinging to us? If our girlfriends find out one tea, they skin you alive. Everyone chimed in agreement. I quickly nodded. Tiger's girlfriend is really beautiful. He definitely wouldn't be interested in you, so stop following us. As soon as I ran off, my roommates followed suit. Whether by coincidence or not, her whole dorm had pretty good looks. Two of them had already been pursued and gotten into relationships with senior girls during freshman orientation week. At least with someone as sick as Lily Peterson, people only had one response: to stay as far away as possible. What I needed to do was amplify her shamelessness to the extreme. The news spread quickly, but as rumors often do, the story soon twisted. What began as Lily Peterson harassing us turned into tales of her chasing multiple men at once, even those already in relationships. The school's anonymous confession wall homepage had been flooded by her posts multiple times. Some posts were clearly complaints from her roommates at first glance. Things like going to bed without showering during scorching weather, disregarding their well-being, grinding teeth, and talking in sleep were bad enough, but she even claimed to have dated some Hollywood star. This level of outrageousness was so Lily Peterson-esque. Most normal people would been too ashamed to show their faces after such exposure, yet she remained unfazed and even updated her social media status. I knew her account, so I found it with a quick search. Guys, what kind of female protagonist novel script is this? Me living on financial aid became the public enemy of all the girls in school. The department's heartthrob has taken a liking to me and even his handsome roommate treats me differently, but all I want is to live an ordinary life, to have time for a part-time job, and take care of myself properly. That's all I ask for. She added a few crying emojis at the end. Her post had pretty good engagement, quickly racking up hundreds of likes and dozens of comments. Some people were waiting for updates to the story, while others envied her female protagonist aura. It's enough to make me see stars, although the content Lily Peterson posted wasn't exactly the same as in my past life. The tone still carried her infuriatingly narcissistic attitude that could drive anyone up the wall. I took screenshots of several posts she made along with her replies to netizens and exposed them on the school as anonymous forum using a throwaway account. It didn't take long for people to recognize it was Lily Peterson. An anonymous female student submitted a complaint about her. OMG. Just because she's on financial aid doesn't give her the right. When her roommate tried to help her, she refused and embarrassed them both. She keeps pestering our class academic rep, PS, the so-called department heartthrob. She keeps mentioning and his roommate, both of whom have girlfriends and have told her back off, and she still wants to date multiple guys at once. Truly mediocre, yet expert at playing the victim. Many classmates commented with speechless emojis below, even getting mocked by students from other classes. Lily Peterson's account was also exposed, getting flamed by anonymous users in the class group me. As the group admin, I then disabled the anonymous posting feature. With this build-up, more and more people joined in mocking and criticizing in the comments. But since Lily Peterson wasn't in the group chat, she remained unaware of this situation. Given her relationship with her roommate, no one would bother to inform her either. During the elective class, her roommate's girlfriend happened to have no other lectures and came to accompany him in our classroom. Lily Peterson spotted me sitting by the classroom entrance and confidently stopped in front of me, flipping her hair. Ethan, you didn't have to wait at my doorstep just because we haven't talked for a few days. Are you too shy to come alone that you dragged your roommate along? I quickly leaned back. Hey, lady, your dandruff is flying everywhere. My roommate's girlfriend let out a disgusted EW. Could you move aside, classmate, blocking the doorway like this? Are you trying to get the professor's attention to you? Even spare the professor. I gasped in shock. Lily Peterson's expression instantly darkened as she glared at me. I've already given you a chance. If you don't add me as a friend now, you'll never get another opportunity. Think carefully. The nearby students stared in stunned silence, having long grown accustomed to her outrageous behavior. I clasped my hands toward the guy sitting behind me. I'll pass this opportunity to you, brother. Such fortune is beyond my humble means. The elective course combined students from two different classes. The guy sitting behind me happened to be from the other class. They'd only heard rumors before, but now they were witnessing it firsthand. Being handsome isn't necessarily a good thing. After all, only someone with a twisted mind could say such shameless words. Who knows what filthy fantasies they're harboring? Their pity made the corners of my lips curl upward. This was exactly the effect I wanted. Lily Peterson wanted fame, of course. I had to give her a helping hand. During the 10-minute break between lectures, just as I was heading to the restroom, a girl was waiting for me at the classroom door. Classmate, could we exchange contact information to get to know each other? The girl was very shy while her friends around her were all egging her on. Normally, I wouldn't put girls in awkward positions and would politely decline. But before I could say anything today, Lily Peterson suddenly popped up. Ethan, you don't have to put on an act just to make me jealous by pretending to add yourself first. Lily Peterson wore her usual plaid shirt with jeans, paying no attention to sun protection whatsoever. She looked downright frumpy with her tan skin. The moment she said this, several girls turned to stare at her in shock. Who even are you? Seriously, don't tell me you think Ethan would be interested in you. Lily Peterson smirked triumphantly. Isn't it obvious? I quickly grabbed the classmate who was about to take back their phone. Hey, let me add you instead. Ethan, I already agreed to give you my contact info. What do you mean by adding someone else? Lily Peterson was furious 5, and I wanted to vomit. Even if you print out your contact info and plaster it all over campus, no one would want to add you, would they? Do you think you're the campus queen that every man should throw themselves at you? After successfully adding them as friends, these girls also loved me enough to defend me by association. A crowd gathered at the door to watch the spectacle. Lily Peterson, finding herself outnumbered, turned her gaze toward me. You're not a real man, Ethan. You just stood there while they bullied me. With that, she ran off crying. I put on my best wounded, long-suffering expression, earning everyone's sympathy. If Lily Peterson could play the victim, then so could I. Well, I'll be damned what a psycho bitch that is. And I'm telling my boyfriend to wear a mask outside. If she sets her sights on him, she'll probably claim he has hers next. Which class is she in? Some onlooker had taken a photo of Lily Peterson and posted it again on the anonymous campus forum. Beneath her latest post, someone had replied with her photo. Opie, you claim to be the campus heroine, saying some guy added a pretty girl to make you jealous. Are we living in the same reality? Image attached. The image showed the original photo with everyone except her face blurred out. This instantly snapped everyone out of the delusional female lead fantasy Lily Peterson had woven. They all started mocking her as a daydreaming dinosaur girl. Yet Lily Peterson's responses remained stubbornly self-absorbed, claiming our private interactions were different, that I never cared about looks and only loved her noble qualities. All the roommates witnessed this too. Their pitying gazes were practically drowning me. The current situation is still in my favor. What I need to do now is find a girlfriend to collaborate with me in putting on this act. No one would be more convincing than Sophia, the campus belle, and she happens to be my childhood friend. She has many suitors, so to avoid suspicion, we only chat during family gatherings between our two households. We don't interact much otherwise. After all, we've all grown up. She seemed surprised when I asked her to pretend to be my girlfriend. Ethan, never thought the day would come when you'd need my help. I can do it, but you'll have to help me get rid of those annoying suitors too. Consider it mutual aid on the surface. You'll need to play the part of a proper boyfriend. Sophia's request wasn't unreasonable, so I agreed. Just walking around campus with her, even gonna eat together, still put some pressure on me. She made it onto the anonymous gossip wall faster than Lily Peterson, including when she suddenly linked arms with me. My whole body tensed up. Sophia giggled, getting nervous already. Of course, we have to make the act convincing. Everyone's watching, or do you want rumors spreading that you actually like that girl from your class? Her words startled me so much that I immediately wrapped my arm around her waist. Now, it was her turn to get flustered at him. All right, that was just practice. Now walk me back to the dorm. Come find me after class tomorrow at noon so we can have lunch together. Her face instantly flushed red as she pushed me away, then immediately hooked her arm through mine again. This awkward pretense with someone familiar made me equally uncomfortable. My voice involuntarily grew hoarse. Okay. No matter what she said, I kept agreeing with okay. Who would have guessed that the next day after class, when our lesson ran overtime, Sophia ended up being the one to pick me up for lunch. The campus bell stood at the door, and who in the class still had the mind to listen to what the professor was saying? Finally, the professor sighed and waved us off to leave. Holy crap, the rumor about our class representative dating the campus belle is actually true. I always said there's no way Ethan could like Lily Peterson. No looks, no grades. When a prince falls for Cinderella, at least she was a beauty. Ha, you actually believe Lily Peterson's nonsense? Her roommate said she claimed to have dated a Hollywood star. Do you think that's even possible? 6. I glanced at Lily Peterson standing in the corner with that gloomy look in her eyes, and couldn't help feeling immensely satisfied. Without comparison, there's no harm. What does she have that could possibly compare to Sophia? Just as I was about to leave with Sophia, Lily Peterson rushed over and blocked our way. Many classmates who were about to leave also stopped to watch the drama unfold. Ethan, did you hire actors just to make me approach you first? What kind of beauty would ever fancy someone like you? How much are you paying her per day? Pay me instead. I can act too. Lily Peterson widened her eyes, staring at me with incomprehension, tears even welling up in her eyes. I'm not saying no to dating you. It's just that I've been really busy lately and haven't had time to think about these things. Then Lily Peterson glared at Sophia. Aren't you too young to be copying me by finding a part-time job? Just because you're short on money, you can pretend to be someone's girlfriend. Her ability to spread rumors shocked me once again and also stunned everyone present. Sophia narrowed her eyes slightly before letting out a delicate laugh. Ethan and I grew up together. Since childhood sweethearts, getting together is perfectly normal. Just because you're jealous doesn't mean you can insult people, right, classmate? She glanced at me. I nodded. Years of familiarity had created such understanding between us that I knew she was asking whether the woman harassing me was the one standing before us. If you two haven't been seen together since school started, if you haven't sought him out, nor has Ethan come looking for you, how could this possibly not be an act? He must have paid you, Lily Peterson insisted. She smiled triumphantly, as if she discovered something. Then she looked at me tenderly. Ethan, I knew you only had me in your heart. Why should we be so distant with each other? I can forgive you this once, I said, pulling Sophia into my arms with a cold glare. How dare you openly act like a third wheel right in front of my girlfriend? Did you ever stop to ask if either of us agreed to this? Or do you think you're better than Sophia? I gave Sophia's waist a pinch, and she immediately caught on. She punched me in the chest. Ethan, I forbid you from talking to strange girls ever again. Even celebrity stalkers aren't this terrifying. I chuckled and agreed to everything she said. The two of us were so perfectly in sync that any man who saw would be jealous. Even when the goddess is jealous, she so beautiful. Seriously, don't tell me Lily Peterson is from our class. It's so embarrassing. They're a perfect match, and she just looks like a clown. Exactly. She was so rude from the start. Only someone as kind as the school belle would tolerate her. If it were me, I'd have slapped her ages ago. Amid the crowd's murmurs, Lily Peterson, her face flushed crimson, found some inexplicable courage and refused to back down even an inch. I know I'm special in your eyes. The moment she said this, many people would wanted to vomit blood. Yes, especially shameless. I enunciated each word clearly. I said what I had in tea in my past life. When facing Lily Peterson, your politeness would only be taken as silent agreement in her eyes, followed by her conjuring up countless dramatic scenarios. Lily Peterson stood there, dumbfounded, tears welling up in her eyes. I held Sophia's hand as we headed out to eat. Little did I know this restaurant happened to be where Lily Peterson worked part-time. Fortunately, my roommates insisted on tagging along today, saying we should treat them to a meal since we were dating now. Lily Peterson eagerly approached us. You deliberately brought her to eat at this restaurant. You knew I worked here. Lily Peterson's assertive tone somehow irritated Sophia. It's our freedom to choose where to eat. Classmate Ethan has no personal connection with you. Why are you so obsessed with him? Did he offend you in some way that you feel the need to retaliate like this? Lily Peterson's smile was fractured. What are you going to ask me how much money I want next? Don't you realize you're just a toxic supporting character in our love story? Ethan will eventually see through your true colors. The roommate was the first to lose patience with this manipulative rhetoric. Are you out of your mind, lady? They're childhood sweethearts, perfectly matched. Who in their right mind would choose you? Even the most patient person has their limits. You keep making things unpleasant for them. Do you think you're some fallen princess that everyone should revolve around? I suggested we eat at a different restaurant and everyone agreed. Who knew Lily Peterson would post about it that very day and it went viral online? Something about a female lead working as a waitress and a rich young master bringing his girlfriend and friends to deliberately make trouble, all to punish her for not obeying. Since she writes such compelling stories, I naturally had to give her a helping hand, so I anonymously submitted her post to the school's anonymous forum. While many online users didn't know Lily Peterson's true identity, and she often deleted critical comments, she had already gained quite a reputation within our school. Soon her account was referenced by countless opportunists jumping on the trend, spawning rant videos and image text breakdowns. In less than a day, Lily Peterson even became infamous in other schools. Isn't this just textbook delusional behavior? Sophia asked me to wait for her downstairs at the dormitory, thinking about our agreement. I went without giving it much thought. Ethan, I have an idea. Since that female classmate of yours loves to fantasize so much, why don't we start a couple account and film videos? Once we gain enough followers, she won't be able to cause any trouble. After some consideration, I thought her idea was quite good. I didn't understand much about this, so I just followed her lead. But filming actually required kissing. This made me completely blush. Meanwhile, Sophia's roommate, who was a professional photographer, edited all our behind-the-scenes footage and even created an account to ship our CP. With Lily Peterson's popularity, we're gaining traction even faster. OMG, this is exactly the campus romance reality show CP I want to see. They should debut right now. I'm really curious which Hollywood star supposedly dated that girl, which celebrity was blind enough to fall for her. She is a perfectly nice girl, but insists on putting on a show. I was there at the scene, folks. It was shocking. The blogger came to pick up her boyfriend after class for dinner, and this girl blocked them, claiming the blogger only got together with him for money. So insulting. A sudden small trending topic made Sophia's video go viral, and she started frequently dragging me into filming videos with her. What's more, she really enjoyed teasing me, never stopping until she made me blush every time. Our roommate couldn't stand watching anymore. Ethan, bro, are you just bad at this? Can't even kiss properly, still need her to teach. You want me to give you a demonstration instead? I certainly don't have a habit of kissing men, so I ran away on the spot. Many students from our school or nearby schools took photos of me walking with Sophia and posted them in the comment section. Our status as a genuine couple was pretty much confirmed. I just felt that Sophia had sacrificed a lot to help me, so that weekend I specially picked out a gift and invited her to dinner. She liked to take notes, which made me a bit nervous. I was just about to speak when she interrupted me. Ethan, there's no need to say thanks. We've been together for 2 months. I don't believe you feel nothing for me. You say we should avoid impropriety now that we're grown up, but growing up is exactly when we should talk about feelings. You've always been smart since childhood with excellent grades. It's like we were in 2 different worlds, watching each other from afar to follow in your footsteps. I worked so hard just to get into this school. Only a blockhead like you wouldn't realize I like you. Sophia was crying. What did you say? My entire mind was flooded with static, buzzing incessantly. I said, I love you. My feelings for you have been premeditated because you're outstanding, shining so brightly that I've always been fascinated by you. My heartbeat accelerated. The surroundings grew so quiet that I could only hear my own pulse and see Sophia's face. I took a deep breath before letting it out. I think I like you too. Having received a positive answer, Sophia smiled at me while I wiped the tears from the corners of her eyes. After we stopped pretending to be in a relationship, we seemed to get along even better. We effectively blocked Lily Peterson's path to becoming an internet celebrity. But she didn't make any moves, spending her days either attending classes or doing part-time work as if she had truly settled down. As if she would ever settle down, I had to stay on high alert. Sure enough, one day, when I was late for class, Lily Peterson came running toward me. Ethan, it's my fault. I was wrong. I should have exposed our relationship and embarrassed you. Will you forgive me? Lily Peterson spread her arms wide as if she was about to throw herself into my embrace. The hallway was sparsely populated with only one or two people. I quickly took several steps back, stopping when I felt the stairs beneath me. Lily Peterson ran closer with a triumphant smile, as if she was about to succeed. I swiftly sidestepped, watching as she helplessly tumbled toward the stairwell. Pretending to stumble, I feigned shock and said, Lily Peterson, have you lost your mind? If you can't have me, you'd rather destroy me. Were you trying to push me downstairs? My loud voice caught the attention of two other people in the hallway. Perhaps they had only seen a gust of wind moments before, with Lily Peterson rushing toward me at breakneck speed. She fell on her own. The advisor quickly handled the matter and immediately reviewed the surveillance footage. I saw the footage captured by the cameras. It showed Lily Peterson's palm striking my shoulder, after which I dodged in fright, causing her to lunge forward and fall. The ambulance had already taken the person away. To understand the situation, the advisor called both her roommate and my roommate over. Everyone unanimously agreed that Lily Peterson, unable to have what she wanted, sought to destroy, trying to harm me, but ending up harming herself instead. After the advisor contacted Lily Peterson's parents in the countryside, they arrived in the afternoon. Upon hearing that her nose was broken and the medical expenses would amount to tens of thousands, Lily Peterson's parents immediately called the police, demanding an explanation from school. After the police investigated the matter, their conclusion was that the responsibility lay entirely with Lily Peterson herself. Because of this incident, all the advisors were called in for a meeting to instill proper values about love in the students. One should never harbor ill intentions toward others, but Lily Peterson's parents refused to let it go, so the advisor had no choice but to summon my parents. When my mother arrived, I had her bring a lawyer, Professor Chi. As a parent, I will naturally cooperate with your work, but isn't my son the victim in this matter, who will compensate for the damage to his reputation? As my mother finished speaking, Lily Peterson's parents grew even angrier. What do you mean your son is the victim? It's clearly our daughter who got hurt. Our daughter likes your son so much. How dare he refuse to be with her naturally? He should cover her medical expenses. Otherwise, this isn't over in this life. I had prepared for everything in advance, so the situation remained firmly under my control. The mentor-s meeting incident indirectly helped dispel rumors about me, while the story of Lily Peterson's psychological distortion backfiring on herself instead of harming me spread widely. Lily's parents, the police, have already explained the situation to you, and the school wouldn't lie either. As for Lily's medical expenses, if you truly can't afford them, we teachers will discuss possible solutions for you later during our meeting. Thank you so much for making the trip, Ethan's mother. Before the mentor could finish speaking, Lily Peterson's mother slapped her daughter across the face. Fortunately, there were many people around, and the lawyer my mom hired pulled her away, only for Lily Peterson's father to throw a punch the next second. They spewed vulgarities in thick rural accents enough to make anyone roll their eyes. Well, now the police were back, but this time to deal with their assault charges. The advisor probably wouldn't pursue it for the sake of the school's reputation, but the top-tier lawyer my mom hired would absolutely proceed with a lawsuit by the book. Never mess with lawyers. While waiting for the hospital test results with my mom, I came across Lily Peterson's live stream. She was crowdfunding medical expenses on GoFundMe, spinning tales about how my family bullied her illiterate parents and tried to get them thrown in jail. With her silver tongue that could turn black into white, her live stream was gaining massive traction. I casually showed the stream to our lawyer. Uncle, what should we do about this? My mom always solves problems with money when she's angry. Plus, since this top-notch lawyer has connections with our family, he immediately started preserving evidence to sue Lily Peterson along with the others. I was afraid Sophia might get involved, so I told her not to come find me. Who knew she'd still track me down through my mom? Ethan, if she can go live, so can we let us ask your uncle about the legal details later? We deserve justice too. No matter what happens, I'll always stand by your side. My mom teased us with a smile. All right, it seems only little Sophia can comfort you effectively. I've become the third wheel here. Then you two go have dinner on your own tonight. Call me immediately if anything comes up. After seeing my mom off, I called a lawyer for consultation, then started the live stream with Sophia. Our side presented the story with evidence and logic, making it far more credible than the fabricated tale spun by Lily Peterson. Some people sympathized with Lily Peterson's poor family situation, thinking she might have had no other choice. In my past life, it was me who showed repeated tolerance, which ultimately led to my premature death, while Lily Peterson flaunted around in her sports car. The pitiable often have their detestable sides. Had she not disturbed our lives as classmates, we would have donated for her medical expenses if she'd ever been short due to an accident. Sophia articulated things more clearly than I could, So I soon became a devoted husband who just handed her water or stared at her adoringly from the sidelines. I occasionally respond to comments in the discussion section as well. Our live stream gained more traction because the lawyer had already sent the cease and desist letter, and we also updated the legal notice on our social media accounts. The truth fears no scrutiny. On the contrary, it was Lily Peterson who found herself isolated and desperate. She called begging me to meet at the hospital to prevent her parents from going to jail. I turned on my phone's recording function, slipped it into Sophia's bag, and took her along with me. Lily Peterson seemed visibly agitated when she saw her. Did you come to laugh at me? If it weren't for you, Ethan would never have refused to be with me. Even without her, I would never have been interested in you. Feelings must be mutual. Love doesn't have to be perfectly matched, but at the very least, there should be sparks. Why on earth would I like you? Because you harassed me repeatedly? Because you disrupted our lives? Or because of those nonsensical stories you wrote? My tone couldn't have been more disgusted. Lily Peterson grew frantic. No way, Ethan, lots of people love how we interact together. Haven't you noticed? Classmate, these are all your own delusions. You've constructed your own world to romanticize life. There's nothing wrong with pursuing fantasies as long as you don't affect others. This conversation was extremely unpleasant, but it perfectly showcased Lily Peterson's paranoia and madness. The recording was just to prevent her from pulling any other shady moves. Lily Peterson angrily kicked us out of the hospital room, and of course we were happy to leave early. Little did we expect the unexpected to come. Even sooner, Lily Peterson forced her parents to take out loans for plastic surgery, to look like Sophia, and even push her mother down the stairs to her death just to claim the insurance money. Her uncle filed a lawsuit against her, yet Lily Peterson came to school looking for me with a large bag of money. By the roadside at the school gate, Lily Peterson came running over with her face still wrapped in bandages. I didn't answer her call because I happened to be going to dinner with Sophia when she ran into us. Ethan, don't you just like her face? I have noble qualities. Once I get plastic surgery to look like her, we could be together. Now no one can stop us, Lily Peterson said with tears in her eyes, gazing at me with infatuated laughter. I shook my head with a cold laugh. Have you gotten so deep into your acting that you've lost yourself? You think I don't know your little schemes? You realized your writing could gain followers, so you crafted this persona, trying to be an influencer, but things didn't go as planned, did they? Now you think tying yourself to me is the key to controlling the traffic. Lily Peterson looked around in panic, as if her fig leaf had just been torn away. Yet no one around seemed interested in paying her any attention. She shook her head desperately. That's not true. You were the one who liked me first. You kept seeking my attention. You were the reason I ended up like this. My mother even died because of you. What more do you want from me? To just be together properly. Her eyes bloodshot with rage as she screamed, fearing she might harm Sophia. I pulled the ladder back protectively. You selfishly only think about yourself. Your mother hurt her back working odd jobs to pay your tuition, yet you show no remorse harming classmates and killing your own mother. She even said things like, you're trying so hard to get my attention, and warned me not to play hard to get for too long. When Lily Peterson's uncle arrived with the police, she panicked and immediately tried to flee. The traffic light turned red, and a speeding car sent Lily Peterson flying several meters through the air. The money she had obtained at the cost of her mother's life scattered across the pavement beside her lifeless body. Because the police were right there, they immediately cordoned off the scene. I watched as Lily Peterson lay sprawled on the ground in an extremely contorted position, her hands still desperately reaching toward the scattered money beside her. Sunlight spilled over her body, and I thought I saw tears on her cheeks dripping into the pool of blood. The greatest culprit behind Lily Peterson's tragedy was likely her own inner demons. The inner demon grew, eventually becoming a true monster. Her death made headlines. Many parents became more concerned about their children's mental health, including our school, which added a weekly mental health class, encouraging students struggling with their emotions to actively seek counseling. Do everything possible to prevent tragedy. Time will heal all wounds. Later, Sophia graduated and entered the entertainment industry, becoming a popular star. And I too have been shining brightly in my own field. Another 3 years have passed. She officially announced our relationship, and fans all wished her happiness every day, hoping she'd be blessed. And she replied to the fan whose comment had the most engagement, of course, I'm happy. He was my childhood crush, and I was the one who pursued him in the end. The end.